Human trades first-class seat for an elder dragon, then something incredible occurs. HFY. Thousands of travelers moved through its wide silver halls, rolling luggage behind them, checking holographic screens, and speaking in dozens of languages. The station was one of the most important travel hubs in known space. Ships arrived and departed every minute, carrying diplomats, traders, explorers, and tourists across the stars. Among them walked a young human named Kai Arden. Kai was not rich. He was not famous. He was not important, at least not yet. He wore a simple travel jacket, slightly worn boots, and carried a single backpack slung over one shoulder. His dark hair was messy, and his eyes constantly moved, taking in everything around him. Kai loved space. He had grown up on a small colony world where the night sky was always clear. From a young age, he dreamed of traveling beyond his home star, seeing strange worlds and meeting beings from across the galaxy. He worked many small jobs to earn credits, saving slowly, carefully. Today was special. For the first time in his life, Kai held a first-class ticket. The sleek Starliner Celestial Dawn was preparing to depart. It was one of the most luxurious ships ever built, designed for long-distance travel between major systems. First-class passengers enjoyed private suites, gravity-adjusted lounges, real food grown on Earth soil, and wide observation windows. Kai had won the ticket through a research lottery. He was meant to assist scientists during the journey, recording environmental data. In return, he received comfort he never imagined. As he approached the boarding gate, he could hardly believe his luck. Then the station lights dimmed. A deep vibration rolled through the floor, strong enough that several passengers stopped walking. Conversations faded. Security drones shifted position. Something big had arrived. Kai turned toward the main hangar. At first he thought it was a cargo ship, but then he saw scales. Massive, dark gold scales that reflected the station lights like polished metal. A long body moved slowly through the docking tunnel, each step heavy but controlled. Enormous wings folded tightly against its sides. Smoke like heat shimmered around it, yet no flames appeared. A dragon, not a myth, not a story. A real, living elder dragon. Gasps echoed through the hall. Some passengers stepped back. Others raised recording devices. Station guards froze, unsure what to do. Dragons were rare. Elder dragons were legends. They were ancient beings, older than many star systems, known for wisdom, power, and strict isolation. They rarely interacted with younger species. The dragon lowered its massive head slightly, golden eyes scanning the crowd calmly. "I am a registered traveler," the dragon's voice echoed, deep and steady. "I hold passage on the Celestial Dawn." Silence followed. A station official rushed forward, visibly nervous. "Oh, of course, honored elder. Your accommodations are prepared." Kai stared, heart pounding. He noticed something strange. The dragon's boarding pass glowed first-class blue, but the seating area was not built for a creature this size. Whispers spread quickly. Crew members argued quietly. Engineers checked structural limits. The dragon waited patiently, tail resting on the floor, wings still folded. Kai's excitement about first class faded, replaced by a strange feeling in his chest. Curiosity. As boarding continued, first-class passengers were escorted toward their private suites. The dragon followed but stopped at the entrance. The corridor was too narrow, the ceiling too low. The dragon exhaled slowly. "This vessel was not designed with my kind in mind." The captain approached, trying to remain calm. We may need to relocate you to the external cargo observation bay. It is reinforced." The dragon's eyes dimmed slightly. "I paid for first-class comfort, not isolation." A tense silence followed. Kai stood just a few steps away, listening. He looked at his own ticket. First class, Suite A17. He looked at the dragon, then without fully understanding why, Kai stepped forward. "I can trade," he said. The words left his mouth before fear could stop them. Everyone turned. The captain blinked. "Excuse me," Kai swallowed. "I mean I'll give my first-class seat to the dragon. I can ride in the observation bay instead." Murmurs spread through the crowd. The captain frowned. "That is highly irregular," Kai shrugged slightly. "I don't really need luxury, and I think the dragon does." The elder dragon slowly turned its head toward him. Golden eyes studied the small human. "You would give up comfort?" the dragon asked. "For a stranger?" Kai nodded. "For a fellow traveler." The dragon was silent for a long moment. Then it lowered its head until one massive eye was level with Kai's face. "Human," it said, "do you know who I am?" Kai shook his head. "No, but I'd like to." A low rumble escaped the dragon, not anger but something closer to amusement. "Very well," it said. "I accept your trade." The station erupted in noise. Crew members rushed to confirm changes. The captain sighed but approved the swap. Engineers quickly adjusted the suite for dragon use, reinforcing floors and widening entrances. Kai handed over his ticket. Just like that, his first-class dream ended, or so it seemed. The dragon gently lowered one wing. "Climb," it said. Kai hesitated. "Climb where?" "On me," the dragon replied. "The observation bay is attached externally. Walking would take too long." Kai's heart raced. Slowly, carefully, he climbed onto the dragon's broad back, gripping the warm scales. They felt solid, ancient, and strangely comforting. Gasps echoed as the dragon moved. With smooth, powerful steps, it carried Kai through the ship's internal hangar, then into the sealed observation bay designed for reinforced exploration. The doors closed. Silence followed. Kai slid down and sat on the metal floor, heart racing. "Well," he muttered, "that happened." The dragon folded itself carefully inside the bay, coils resting like mountains around him. "You are brave," the dragon said, "or foolish." Kai smiled nervously. "I get that a lot." The ship's engines hummed to life. Outside the wide reinforced window, stars began to stretch as the celestial dawn prepared for faster-than-light travel. Kai looked up at the dragon. "So, where are you going?" The dragon's eyes reflected the starlight. "Far beyond the mapped lanes," it said. "To the edge of known space." Kai's breath caught. "Why?" "Because something is waking," the dragon replied. "Something ancient, something powerful." Kai felt a chill. "And now," the dragon continued, "because of you, human, you will witness it." The stars blurred, space bent. And the journey truly began. The moment the dragon stretched its massive wings, the air in the spaceship's corridor trembled. Kai held on tightly, feeling the vibrations travel through the floor, up his arms, and into his chest. Passengers in the main cabin hurried to the windows, wide-eyed, whispering among themselves. No one had ever seen a creature of this size board a commercial spacecraft, let alone accept a human companion. Kai's heart raced with a mix of fear and excitement. He had no idea where this journey would lead, but he knew one thing: the dragon had chosen him for a reason. "Are you ready, little human?" the dragon rumbled, its voice deep and resonant, echoing as if it came from the heart of a mountain. Its eyes, bright as molten gold, fixed on Kai with an intensity that made him gulp. I think so," Kai replied, trying to sound braver than he felt. "Where are we going?" "To the edge of known space and beyond," the dragon said. "There is a place humans have never seen. A place where the universe keeps secrets that even the oldest civilizations cannot touch. That is where I go." Kai felt a shiver of anticipation. He had always dreamed of discovering the unknown, but he had imagined it as a scientist, with probes, computers, and years of planning, not strapped to the back of a flying dragon, careening through a spaceship corridor. The dragon lifted its wings slowly, careful not to damage the ceiling or the lights above. Kai crouched slightly, clutching the thick scales along the dragon's back. As they rose, the spaceship seemed to shrink beneath them. From the wide windows, the familiar stars of the inner systems faded, replaced by the dark, empty stretches of interstellar space. Kai's stomach flipped. The stars were different here, brighter, sharper, and more numerous. The blackness between them seemed almost solid, like a liquid that could swallow the unwary. "This is the void of ethers," the dragon explained. "Few have passed through it safely. It is filled with storms of energy that twist the very fabric of reality. Most creatures turn back or perish before they see the wonders hidden within." Kai swallowed hard but didn't move. He had to see this. He had traded comfort for a seat on this dragon, and now he would not turn back. As they moved deeper into the void, the air inside the dragon shimmered faintly with colors Kai could not name. He felt an almost magnetic pull, as if the universe itself were guiding him forward. Tiny sparks of energy danced around them, brushing against Kai's arms and lighting the dragon's scales like molten metal. Kai reached into his bag and pulled out a small scanner he had brought for measuring energy fields. The reading spiked violently. "These energy levels, they're off the charts," he muttered. "I've never seen anything like this." The dragon let out a low rumble. "This is just the beginning. The energy you sense is part of what I guard. It is a node of power, older than the first human colony and capable of reshaping worlds. That is why I am here and why you are here, little human." Kai blinked. "Me? Why me?" "Because you think differently," the dragon said. "Your kind has a unique way of seeing patterns and making choices in ways no other species can. I need your mind to navigate what lies ahead. Alone, I cannot do it." Kai felt both pride and pressure. He had always believed humans were clever, but hearing it from an ancient being like this made his chest swell. They passed through the first energy storm without incident. Lightning-like tendrils of pure energy danced across the void, and Kai held his breath as the dragon swooped and dove between them. The spaceship's windows framed the chaos outside like a living painting of power and danger. Then came the first obstacle that even the dragon paused for. A massive rift of swirling darkness opened before them, twisting the light of nearby stars into spirals. "The maelstrom of shadows," the dragon whispered. "Many creatures have entered, none have left unscathed." Kai's fingers tightened on the dragon's scales. He could feel a subtle vibration in the air, a hum that seemed to resonate with his bones. "What do we do?" he asked, though he could feel the answer would not be simple. The dragon's wings flared. "We navigate carefully. Trust your instincts and follow my lead." Together, they entered the maelstrom. Stars bent and twisted around them, and time itself seemed to stretch and compress. Kai felt as though he were moving through liquid space. At one point, a tendril of dark energy reached toward them, and Kai instinctively grabbed a nearby lever inside the spaceship's observation deck, though he had no idea what it would do. A pulse of light shot out, dispersing the tendril. The dragon's eyes widened. You see solutions in ways I cannot. Humans are truly remarkable." Kai laughed nervously. "Well, I do try." As they emerged from the maelstrom, Kai gasped. Before them lay a realm of radiant energy, glowing with colors that had no names. Crystalline structures floated in the void, spinning slowly, each one emanating waves of pure power. Streams of light connected the structures, forming a network that pulsed like a living organism. "This is the gateway," the dragon said reverently. "Here the universe keeps its most valuable energy, a node that can power worlds, heal dying stars, or fuel civilizations. And now, it is open to you." Kai's mind raced. He realized immediately how valuable this was, not just to humanity, but to any being in the galaxy. The dragon turned its head toward him, eyes blazing. "But there is a challenge," it said. "Many will come to claim this energy. They do not understand it. They see only power, not responsibility. That is why I need your human creativity and courage. Will you help me protect it?" Kai's heart pounded. He had no formal weapons, no army, and no experience with interstellar politics or warfare, but he had human ingenuity. "Yes," he said firmly, "I'll help, whatever it takes." The dragon lowered its wings, allowing Kai to step closer to the energy node. As they neared, Kai could feel the raw power vibrating through him. He touched one of the crystalline structures and immediately saw patterns, blueprints of energy flow, pathways that could stabilize or destabilize the node depending on how they were used. "You see it," the dragon exclaimed. "Most cannot comprehend these flows, yet you understand. That is the human advantage. You think with both logic and instinct." Kai focused, sketching a mental map of the energy currents. He realized that small adjustments at key points could prevent the energy from overflowing, which could destroy everything in the vicinity. "We can control it," he murmured. "If we act carefully, we can make this node stable and safe." The dragon gave a low rumble of approval. "Then let us begin." Hours passed as Kai guided the dragon through the adjustments. He suggested angles, sequences, and even tested small maneuvers that the dragon initially doubted. But with each correction, the node pulsed more steadily, its glow becoming calmer, more harmonious. "This is incredible," Kai said. "We did it." "Yes," the dragon replied. "Because of you, human. You have proven that even creatures as old as I can rely on the cleverness of your kind. This energy node is now safe, and it will remember the mind that tamed it." Kai smiled, exhausted but triumphant. He realized that he had not just traded a first-class seat. He had gained something far greater, a role in protecting a cosmic treasure and earning the respect of a being older than most stars. For a moment, they both rested above the radiant node, gazing at the streams of energy like two explorers who had discovered the universe's hidden heart. Then the dragon spoke again, softer this time. "There are still dangers ahead. Those who seek this power without understanding will come. But now, you know that humans can rise to challenges even the oldest beings could not anticipate. This is only the beginning." Kai nodded, feeling a surge of determination. He had ventured farther than any human before, faced the unknown, and proved that cleverness, courage, and a willingness to act could change the course of destiny. The dragon spread its wings once more, carrying Kai higher into the void, ready to confront whatever challenges awaited. For the first time, Kai felt not fear but excitement, because he knew humanity had a role to play among the stars, and this adventure was only the start. The galaxy stretched endlessly before them, glittering with possibilities, and Kai, once just a traveler seeking comfort, had become a guardian of secrets that could shape the future of civilizations. Kai tightened his grip on the dragon, scaled back as they soared through the void of ethers. The radiant energy node lay behind them, glowing steadily, a testament to their careful work and human ingenuity. For a moment, Kai felt a sense of calm, believing the hardest challenge was behind him. But the universe had a way of testing even the most courageous. In the distance, dark shapes began to gather. Ships of strange design, glinting with alien metal, appeared like shadows against the brilliance of the node. They moved with precision, their engines leaving streaks of violet light across the void. Kai's stomach twisted. "Those ships," he whispered, "they're coming for the node." The dragon's eyes narrowed. "You were right to expect opposition. Many will seek this energy and not all will understand its purpose. Some will see only power and greed." Kai nodded. He realized that the choice he had made, trading comfort for adventure, had brought him here for a reason. Humans were clever, flexible, and capable of thinking in ways other species could not. This moment would test that truth. "All right," he said firmly. "We need a plan." The dragon tilted its head, scanning the approaching fleet. "You will guide me, little human. Your creativity will be our strength." Kai took a deep breath. He studied the positions of the enemy ships and the energy node behind them. Using a combination of instinct and logic, he began issuing instructions. "Fly closer to the energy streams," he said. "The currents can hide us and make targeting difficult. We can force them to scatter." The dragon obeyed, swooping between glowing streams of energy that pulsed from the node like ribbons of light. The alien ships adjusted, trying to follow, but the currents of energy twisted unpredictably. Some ships collided with one another, unable to navigate the complex patterns, while others fired weapons that harmlessly dissipated against the protective energy fields. Kai's heart raced with excitement. Yes, keep weaving, don't let them line up. The dragon flapped its massive wings with a force that created miniature storms in the void, sending debris and energy tendrils swirling around. It was an aerial dance of strategy and power, and Kai was at the center, guiding each move. Now, he shouted, we use the node itself. He gestured toward the crystalline energy streams. Channel a pulse toward the middle of the cluster, just a small one. It will force them apart without damaging anything. The dragon exhaled a controlled surge of energy, guided by Kai's instructions. A wave of light spread outward, separating the alien ships and sending them spinning in different directions. Kai's plan worked perfectly. Their fleet had underestimated human improvisation and the dragon's raw power. One of the ships, larger than the rest and bristling with weapons, tried to break through the defense. They're not giving up, Kai yelled. The dragon growled, a deep, resonant sound that shook the very fabric of space. Kai pointed to a series of energy channels that spiraled outward from the node. Use the spirals, force them into the loop, then we can trap them temporarily. The dragon obeyed, circling the massive alien vessel through the twisting streams. The ship became entangled in a loop of energy currents, unable to stabilize its position. Kai felt a surge of pride. He had only seen patterns like this in simulations, but here, in real space, his human intuition had worked. The aliens tried to fire weapons, but their beams bent unpredictably through the energy currents. Kai shouted instructions with precision, telling the dragon which angles to take, when to release bursts of light, and when to weave between spirals. Step by step, they neutralized the threat without destruction. After hours of tense maneuvering, the alien ships retreated, realizing they could not control the energy node or overcome the human-dragon partnership. Kai's heart pounded with relief and exhilaration. You did it, the dragon said, lowering itself near the node. Without your mind guiding me, we would have failed. This proves what I have long suspected. Humans are not just clever, they are unpredictable in ways no other species can be. Kai laughed, exhausted but proud. Well, I had a good teacher. The dragon's eyes glimmered with amusement. And yet, little human, you were the strategist. You saw opportunities where I saw only danger. That is why the node is safe and why humans have a role in shaping the galaxy. Kai nodded, feeling a profound sense of purpose. He realized that humans, though young compared to ancient beings, had the ability to influence events on a cosmic scale. Ingenuity, courage, and quick thinking were their greatest weapons, and he had just proven it. As they rested near the node, Kai studied the crystalline structures again. He realized that their work had not just prevented disaster, it had improved the energy flow. The node now pulsed more harmoniously, and the currents connected in patterns that would be easier to defend against future threats. This is incredible, Kai said softly. We've actually stabilized it. Yes, the dragon replied, because of you. And the universe will remember this. Those who come next will find a challenge, not a prize. They will respect the cleverness of your kind. Kai felt a surge of pride. He had started this journey simply by trading a seat for adventure, but now he had helped safeguard one of the universe's greatest treasures. He looked down at the swirling lights of the node, feeling the hum of energy beneath his hands, and realized how small choices could lead to monumental consequences. Suddenly, a signal came from the outer edge of the void, a message in a language that Kai could not fully understand. The dragon tilted its head, listening carefully. More travelers approach, it said, but they are different. They come not to take, but to learn. Perhaps your species is ready to join the wider community of beings who understand responsibility. Kai's eyes lit up. We can help them too. Yes, the dragon said. Teach them what you have learned here. Show them that creativity and courage are more powerful than sheer force. That is the legacy of your kind. Kai realized then that humans had something unique, the ability to improvise, adapt, and solve problems in ways that even the oldest beings could not. It was not strength, not technology alone, but human ingenuity that made a difference. Over the next few days, Kai and the dragon worked together to help other species approaching the node understand the energy currents and the delicate balance required to maintain them. Kai communicated through gestures, simple language, and diagrams, guiding them patiently. The elder dragon watched in admiration. You are a teacher now, little human, and in teaching, you protect not just the node but the future of countless worlds. Kai smiled. I never imagined my adventure would lead to this. The energy node became a hub of learning, a place where beings of different species shared knowledge, guided by humans' unique perspective. Kai's name spread across the galaxy, not as a conqueror but as a clever human who had dared to think differently, to act boldly, and to rise to a challenge that others could not. One evening, as the stars shimmered outside, Kai sat on the dragon's back, gazing at the vastness of the void. You know, he said, I traded a seat on a luxury spaceship for all of this, and I wouldn't change a thing. The dragon rumbled softly, wings folding in the quiet of space. And because of that choice, humanity has proven itself worthy. Never forget, little human, that your courage and cleverness can shape the destiny of stars. Kai nodded, feeling a sense of completion and anticipation. This adventure was ending, but it was also the beginning of a new era. Humans would no longer be observers. They would be participants in the grand tapestry of the cosmos, recognized for their creativity, adaptability, and courage. As the void stretched endlessly before them, Kai realized that the galaxy was not just a place of danger and unknowns. It was a canvas, waiting for humans to leave their mark. And with the dragon by his side, he knew that humanity's potential was limitless. The dragon spread its wings, carrying Kai toward the next horizon, toward new adventures, and toward challenges that would require the very best of human ingenuity. And for the first time, Kai felt the true weight and wonder of being a human among the stars, a species capable of not only surviving, but thriving in the vast, mysterious universe. The galaxy shimmered with possibility, and Kai, once just a traveler seeking a better seat, had become a guardian, a teacher, and a shining example of what humanity could achieve. And so, the adventure of the human and the elder dragon became legend, a story of courage, cleverness, and the unyielding spirit of a species that dared to reach for the stars.